Okay. Oh, it's already 5 o'clock. Honey,
Yeah.
come over here, please.
Probably have some whiting.
Okay. Oh, it's already 5 o'clock. Honey, come over here, please.
It's almost like you just said that, huh?
Yeah, I'm being repeated.
Not anymore. I think I got rid of that. We should do it. That'd be funny though. Just do a whole evening of leaving it on and have it repeat. We just have to take a break in our conversation so it doesn't talk over us. This might be it, except for Jenny if she comes in later. I don't know. This might be yes. Oh, Francois might be here. I don't know. He didn't say no, so maybe he'll come in.
I don't even communicate with you. I guess I should.
I'm not going to be here. Well, I won't be here for a few weeks, so after this, we're taking a break.
What day are you leaving?
What is that noise?
Eric,
Oh,
he's getting ice. I guess we need to mute us. What day are you leaving, David?
the end of the week. The end of this week.
When's your last day working?
Already done.
Cool.
Yes, it's this past Sunday. That looks fun. Is that wine?
Nice glass, Scott. I assume that's for, oh, you're
Hi,
sharing
man.
that?
Hello.
Let me start the credits. Hi, Eric.
Excuse me. Gotta wake up.
Here we go. Do you see this? Okay, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, let me get slideshow from the beginning. Oh, there we go. Okay, good evening, folks. Virtual wine tasting in the era of post-coronavirus, sorry. It's May 16th, 2023. Tonight we're covering Rockpile AVA in Sonoma Valley.
Ooh, excuse
I
me.
am your host, David Mayer, the wino snob of Wine is Life. We have a tasting panel this evening. You may recognize some of these people. This is still you, Sharon, over here? Maybe. Anyways, this is a much older picture of our tasting panel. This is what they look like today. Oops. Nope. Stop it. Go back. What?
I'm the lady behind the little person. I changed who I was.
Well, you
Okay.
have Sauvignon Blanc in your hand right there. You're all set.
Okay, I hit a wrong button, so give me a moment to figure out how to get rid of this. Maybe let's try that. No, that, no, that. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. There we are. Haven't seen that one yet before. Hello, folks.
Hello.
Hola.
How we doing? Looks like we're at four corners of the planet here. Bill, what you got?
I am Bill from Fairfield, California. However, I've been to the Rockpile and I have some wine from there. So this is from St. Anne's Crossing.
Oh, nice.
It's a 2020 Zin.
Beautiful label.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
St.
Gosh.
Anne's is actually in Kenwood, but there's a Rockpile vineyard that this is from.
Yeah. Very nice.
So St. Anne's Crossing, 2020 Zin. They made 150 cases, 15.1 alcohol. And it's $50 a bottle, but I happen to belong to the Wilson group, so I get 25 off, which makes it a better deal.
Nice.
So they're telling me I'm going to get striking aromas of boysenberry compote, dark plum, and mission fig, which all sounds great. Smooth finish with silky tannins, they're saying. At any rate,
Excuse me.
it tastes pretty good. The St. Anne's Crossing had the red sweepstakes winner at the most recent Chronicle competition. It was a 2020 Lost Shamal Malbec, but they're all sold out, so I couldn't steal any when I was there yesterday.
What do you want? Do you want more food?
It's going to be good, I am convinced. So on to whoever's next.
I think it might be Sharon.
I'm Sharon, and Eric is over there doing something. I am extremely excited about tonight. What I've been finding is we know nothing about Sonoma. So when we go to, I haven't introduced it yet.
Oh,
When we go to look for our wines, it's very difficult because this one, which I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name.
Gacio.
Gazio.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Gazio.
Sakio?
Is on your list for the Rockpile AVA.
Yes.
Okay. This is a family vineyard in Cortina, Dry Creek Valley, Sonoma County. But if you look at the back to when they talk about where it is, it's from Dry Creek Valley. I don't know where Cortina is, but it's Dry Creek Valley. That's why I'm excited to learn about this. But it's produced and bottled in Healdsburg.
That's where the winery is.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, I don't know any of that, but this is a Zen. So we're going to try that. And after
I have a question. On the front, it says Dry Creek. Okay, it says Dry Creek. Okay.
yes, no, it says Cortina Dry Creek.
Yeah. Cortina might be the name of the vineyard.
Okay. See, we're going to find all that out. Once you do your presentation, another wine that you had on your list was Truett-Hurst.
Okay, yeah.
So once I had this one in my basket,
Yeah, let me see that label.
I walked by Truett-Hurst.
Okay. That looks like that actually might be, oh no, it's from Dry Creek as well. Okay.
Okay.
So these are both from Dry Creek. They're not from Rockpile.
I know, but they were on your list.
Yes. So let me explain that. So these are wineries that source grapes from different vineyards in different AVAs. And these are sourced from the Dry Creek AVA.
Okay.
Not
I didn't get it from Rockpile AVA.
No. Yeah, you could get a Sagazio, but it would say Rockpile on the label. It may or may not say Rockpile. It doesn't have to say Rockpile.
But so you're saying that this is a Dry Creek, it's not Rockpile.
Yeah, since it says Dry Creek, it's from Dry Creek.
Okay. So just to take it another step further, this Truett-Hurst says Dry Creek Valley, but underneath it says Rattle Rock Zinfandel.
So Rattle Rock is probably the vineyard name.
And this is a 2021. Then this one says from 3 vineyards. Same thing, only it's from 3 vineyards and it's 2020.
Okay, but okay.
Okay, and then, excuse me.
Okay. You've been having fun. Are you having fun too, Eric?
Yeah, I'm having a
And
blast.
then this one says that it's from Red Rooster and it's a 2019. They're all Zens.
So that's probably the name of that vineyard.
Okay, see, I didn't know. And so and it was exciting to me because it was on your list. And I said, oh, look, here's some Truett-Hurst. And well, it says Dry Creek Valley, but maybe Dry Creek Valley is in the Rockpile AVA. Will we be doing Dry Creek eventually?
Yes, soon. Let's see. Dry
Okay.
Creek is, so you're good. You're good for Dry Creek on June 27th.
Right.
Okay.
We won't be here.
Where will we be? Oh, we'll be in Disneyland with the kids. Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Okay, that's okay. But
Drink it while you're there.
Yeah, we don't drink with the kids.
don't
I-
send me to the wine store when I don't know what I'm doing,
well,
because I buy too much wine.
I-
And the person I asked to help me at Total Wines knew nothing about it. I said I'd like to speak to the person who knows Sonoma Valley the best, and he didn't know any of this stuff. I found this stuff by myself.
So let me tell you what
never
what
found
I
something
what I
like
did
Doesn't know.
for mine. Mine was a simple cure. I think
But it's not the right one.
what I did was so you can go on the website and do it better than you can probably do it with the people, unless you get somebody like John Hannon in San Ramon. You get someone that actually knows wine.
So wait, go online and do it?
I ordered mine. I didn't do these sets
You
from
ordered it online.
Total Wine. I did. I did it from. Yeah, I didn't do it from Total Wine. I did it from wine.com. And I actually searched for the AVA in their search.
Okay,
I searched for the AVA, and then I selected the ones that actually said the AVA in it.
so it was wine.com. Is that what you do, Nan?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's what we did when we first started. Because when you do it with Total Wines, I did that with those wines that I mentioned before we started, and because I wanted to get them by the AVA.
Yeah.
The
problem with going into Total Wine's a great place, but you go into Total Wine and you have wall after wall after wall of wine, and they're not organized by AVAs in there. They're organized by varietal.
Right.
So you end up, if you have the time to spend it, but if you're having to buy 6 or 8 bottles because they cover all the nights we're going to do this, you'll be there for hours trying to find everything.
Right.
Unless they have somebody like myself or John Hannon, who works at Total Wine in San Ramon. You ask him for something, he'll take you right to it.
Although when I did it online and typed in Howell Mountain AVA Napa Howell Mountain, it doesn't come up with anything.
Yeah, just put a Howell Mountain AVA. You don't need to put Napa.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'll go to Total Wine, wine.com for the rest of them.
Yeah, it was easier for me to do that than to go down and try to find, I didn't want to spend the hours it took to don't get me wrong, I love going to the wine store and spending hours looking at wines, but sometimes you just don't have the time for that.
So once again, I didn't buy the right wine.
Yeah.
It'll still drink.
I'm going to ask you, do you want me to rub it in, rub something in?
Go ahead.
This kind of goes back to when I wanted to, way back months ago, when I wanted to go and talk about how to read a wine label.
Mm-hmm.
My husband says, I know how to read a wine label. We don't need to do that.
We said that?
Eric said that. So we didn't do it.
We didn't do what?
Didn't learn how to read a wine label because you said you knew how to read it. And he listened to you. Okay.
Okay, we don't need to do that, but yeah. So.
But I wasn't there buying the wine.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, sorry. Nan and Scott, who are you?
Scott and Nan from Waynesburg, Ohio. And I go on to wine.com, Sharon, and a little chat thing comes up. And I tell the person what I'm looking for according to David's list. And so because we're in Ohio and I don't know where the Ohio warehouse is, we're limited. So what you might be able to find, we can't. So anyway, what we ended up with was this Carol Shelton Rockpile Reserve. It's a Zinfandel.
Yeah.
It's from Florence Vineyard, Rockpile, Sonoma County, and it's a 2019. And Scott looked it up and he could tell you a lot more about it. It's not on David's list, but it was what was available in the Ohio warehouse.
Cool.
And it has, I have, it's a 14.8% alcohol. They produced 581 cases of this. It was bottled in July 15th, 2021. And it was harvested September 13th and the 25th, 2019. And what else did they say in here? Oh, they had 18 months in the barrels. There was quite a few different barrels. They had 18% in New French barrels, 10% in New American, 10% in second filled French, 10% in second filled Hungarian, 18% filled in American, and 34% in older French. And it's 80% Zinfandel, and the rest is Petite Syrah. And it's 95% Florence Vineyard Rockpile. But it does say / Dry Creek Valley.
Okay. So
So
that's
what
not,
does that mean?
Probably the rest of,
yeah, the rest of the grapes are from Dry Creek.
Okay.
So,
I don't know.
They don't usually put two AVAs on the label like that. Is that on the front? No, that's on their
No,
note.
that's on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's on the
But
note.
on this, they have, it has Florence Vineyards Rockpile on the bottle. But no, it's really, I was surprised when I uncorked it and left it set out for about an hour and went over and smelled it. It's the notes on the nose was different than the taste because it had more of a deep fruit, like dark cherries. I mean, real dark cherries. It's really good. I was really surprised.
So when it talks about the AVAs and the vineyard, so if for the AVA at that level, it has to be at least 85% of the grapes from that AVA. So you can have up to 15% from somewhere else, and it could have had, but it said it has 95% from from Rockpile. But it also says it's that vineyard. It has to be 85% grapes from that vineyard too.
Oh, okay.
So if you put that information on the front label, then it must match up a minimum of that. I am David from Fremont, and I got it. So I ordered this from wine.com, and I didn't know anything about it. I actually still don't know a lot about it, but and all I saw was it said cab on the front, and then but see it says it is a 2018. It says cab 5. It's got the hash marks of 5. And it says it's from Rockpile Ridge. So not only is it from Rockpile AVA, it's from the Rockpile Ridge vineyard in Rockpile. But it's a blend. And because it didn't spell out Cabernet all the way across, it's okay to have a blend with only 41% Cabernet Sauvignon, which this has, and 26% Cab Franc, 21% Malbec,
Excuse me.
8% Merlot and 4% Petit Verdot. Davis, so it also says Sonoma County in here, Davis Family Vineyards. And in the back, oh, it's 14.1% alcohol. So it's a lower than most of the ones being done today. And their vineyard, their winery is in Sebastopol. And this is vinted and bottled by the Davis Family Vineyard. So when it says vinted and bottled by, it means that they did not grow these grapes. They bought grapes and made the wine from grapes they bought. So they didn't grow these themselves. And then their little quote on the back says, "We're not just out to make great wines, we're out to make great friends." That's a nice one.
So if they didn't grow the grapes, how can we be sure that the grapes came from Rockpile?
Because they put it on the label. So it's
Okay.
So legally, it has to be from there.
And may I ask Bill where Dorothy is?
Yeah, she's got a meeting tonight in Solano Community College where I worked for 20 plus years. She's on the scholarship committee where they give out 85 scholarships to students.
Wow.
And she's got a meeting there tonight. So she had to miss this one.
Okay, we'll tell her we missed her.
They've been Zooming since COVID started. So
Kind of like us.
Okay, let's learn a little bit more about Rockpile.
You can start.
Yeah. Ah. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're here. Oh, here's the song. The song is from Wayne Newton to the tune of Donkey Shame.
Now it's unmuted.
Are we singing?
Can you? Would you?
Oh boy, I
I
don't know
could
this one.
I could try. I could try. if you want.
Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. Thank you for all the cougar juice. Tasting room, member salon. No, I can't do it. I don't even, I can do Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. That's it.
Okay, all right. I'll attempt to pardon my voice and somebody's I can't see the oh, I could probably move it up. Never mind. Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. Thank you for all the cougar juice. Taste member salon was the place we'd meet. Second seat, comp tasting treat. You were sweet. Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. Save those corks, darling, you're a dork. I recall Sonoma Coast in the fall, how you dumped your glass. What an ass, I confess, that's not all. Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. Thank you for walks down vineyard lanes. I can see grapes crushed in a line, grapevines intertwined for all time, yours and mine. That was fine. Chardonnay, white wine, Chardonnay. Thank you for tasting wine again. Though we go on our separate ways, still the memory stays for always. My heart says Chardonnay. Oops. Chardonnay. Bill's fave, Chardonnay. He said thank you for spilling wine again. Though our lives may feet all ablaze. Still the memory decays. Eyes overglaze. My liver says, Chardonnay. That was Chardonnay. But I was singing that at work the other day, and somebody to the concierge, and she says, you should do one about Inglenook. I said, I just wrote one by Inglenook. We're not going to do that tonight. I use this same tune for Inglenook. Anyways, we'll get into, oh, this page is here just for Sharon. And here is the Sonoma Valley AVAs once again. And tonight we're dealing with this little sliver of rock up here at Rockpile. Kind of squeezes into Dry Creek Valley as well. Oh, so there is a chance, Sharon. Their grapes came from this little place here. It's both AVAs. So you may be in the good with yours. You may be just fine. Who knows? We really don't have any way of knowing.
Well, it depends on where Cortina is.
Yeah, but that's that's true.
Maybe that's why when I looked mine up, it said / Dry Creek.
That could be true.
Yeah, that may.
So both AVAs would work there. So this is what rock pile looks like. It looks like a bunch of rock in a pile.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So I'm going to read it backwards here because when I got this information, I got lazy. I didn't want to rewrite it, so I just took it just the way they gave it, which they started at the bottom with the old stuff and went to the top. So let me just move this out of the way. So pre-1850, the Pomo tribe of Indians calls the region Cabe Chana, which meaning place with many rocks. 1858, Rockpile Ranch established by Tennessee Carter Bishop. 1880, outlaw Jackson Bishop connected to the Jesse James and Quantrill Raiders gangs, hides out on his brother's Rockpile Ranch until Tennessee Bishop decides to run for sheriff in the 1884, S.P. Hellengren, Morrison's ancestor, plants vines in Rockpile and ships the wine to his Swedish homeland. Early 1900s, SF lawyer Cap Orban acquires much of the region and develops one of Sonoma County's largest sheep ranches. 1980s, Lake Sonoma Reservoir was filled after completing the dam in 1983, leaving only the soil-poor ridge tops and serendipitously providing a perfect climate modulator. 1986, actors from TV's Bonanza purchased defunct Orban Sheep Ranch and lose it to bankruptcy within the year. They didn't say which actors did that. I couldn't find that. 1992, Rod and Kathy Park plant the first modern era vineyard, and 2002, Rockpile AVA is established. Go here, and here's the Lake Sonoma. So Rockpile is unique in that there are no wineries within the borders of the AVA. Winemakers have long considered this region a hidden gem and compete to secure grapes from fewer than a dozen Rockpile growers each year. Because the temperature in Rockpile is moderate throughout the growing season, harvest of several grape varieties can be pushed till late fall, resulting in intense flavor profiles. Planted, I am having trouble reading tonight. Planted acres comprise less than 160 acres, which make comparisons of several winemaking styles from the same vineyard, especially revealing. And this, I'm not going to read the list. These are a list of that I found that does get grapes from there. Obviously, we've got some other ones coming up that you have in your bottles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I've got, so what Rockpile Vineyard planted, total acres 28, planted in 28. Varietals include Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Syrah, Petit Verdot, Petit Syrah. Wineries featuring this vineyard, Carol Shelton Wines, J.C. Cellars, Paradise Ridge, St. Francis, Stryker. It's owned by Rod and Kathy Park. These are the people that pushed to have the AVA created. Rockpile Vineyard is located on the historic Rockpile Ranch, established by a Tennessee bishop who we just read about in 1865. Bishop had a mature vineyard here in 1872. During the next century, the ranch served mainly for sheep and cattle ranching, and for a very brief time was owned by the cast of the Bonanza television series. In 1992, after 120 years, wine grapes were once again farmed on the ranch. Rockpile Vineyard extends its elevation from 1875 feet to 2,010 feet, and receives an average rainfall of 50 to 73 inches. Then we have this one. This is the Morrison Rockpile Ridge Vineyards, and that's where my grapes are from. My wine, Rockpile Ridge. Total acres are 550. However, only 34 are planted. Varietals include Cabernet Franc, Cab Sauv, Zin, Malbec, Petit Syrah, Petit Verdot, misspelling here, sorry, no E on Petit and Verdot, and Syrah, Tinta Cow, Tinta Nacional, Susau, Tinta Madeira, Tanat. So these are Portuguese varieties, by the way. Wineries featuring this vineyard, Morrison Rockpile Winery, and mine apparently. Owners Tom Morrison family. Our great-great-grandfather SB, oh, so that we all just heard about. Our family's Rockpile homestead and ranch grew to 4,000 acres by the early 1960s, when all but 700 ridgetop acres were acquired by the Army Corps of Engineers in order to develop Lake Sonoma. The remaining steep hillsides and rocky terrain seemed mainly suitable for sheep grazing and wild pig hunting until the mid-1990s, when they planted 34 acres to vineyard, discovering that the terroir held great potential for ultra premium hillside fruit. And then we have Rocky Ridge Vineyards. 140 acres, 10 are planted. Zinfandel. Robert Bialy Vineyards, Bella Vineyards, Liam Vineyards make wine from their grapes, owned by Chris and Marge Mortston. Chris and Marge met in the early 70s, and in 1981 purchased a home near Healdsburg where they planted a few acres of grapes. They decided to develop more vineyards in the unique setting of Rockpile Ridge. In the spring of 2001, 10 acres of Zinfandel were planted at the north end of 140 acres on the original homestead. The first harvest came in the fall of 2004. I think that's all I got. Yeah. So we're taking a brief hiatus. So the next session is going to be on June 13th, when we will be covering Alexander Valley AVA. And we're back. How was that?
Surprisingly few acres to get their own AVA. I know it's a unique terroir, so that makes sense, but very few planted acres. What if there you can see there's just no place to plant?
When we get into other areas, we'll find AVAs that have no vines and no wineries.
That's interesting.
Yeah. When I
And how-
discovered
how
those,
did they buy that designation for an AVA? It's hard to imagine they could make that work.
well, I think the one that I found, I think it's in Mendocino, that it's either Mendocino or Lake, and I can't remember which one, but there was a vineyard. They submitted to have an AVA named for their area, and then they went out of business and let the vineyard go to poop. So they got it passed, but now nobody grows grapes there. Well, so after Sonoma, I think we'll go to Mendocino, and then we'll head south to do some others. I don't know if we'll cover Lake, unless you guys want to cover Lake County. Kind of a, we'll talk about that later. We got some time. So how's the wines?
Mine is excellent.
Mine's excellent.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So you both have Zinfandel?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have Cab. And you got, which one are you drinking, Eric?
You have a cab blend, David. What else did they blend in there? Did it?
Oh, all the usual suspects.
Do you not like it? Do you like it?
It's all right.
Cab Franc, Malbec, Merlot, and Petit Verdot.
Doesn't
I
taste
like
like
that it's lower alcohol.
Maybe it needs to breathe.
Of course, you know, whatever the named alcohol percentage, it could be plus or minus 5%.
plus or minus 5%.
Uh-huh.
I mean 5% of like the 15%, not
Not
So if mine says it's 14.1, it could be 14.6,
really.
or it can't.
So that's 0.5%, not 5%. Are you saying it's 0.5% or 5% of the total, or
5%.
5% of the 14.1?
No, 5%.
Okay, but you said 14.6.
Yeah.
That's only 0.5%. 5% would be
Oh,
make
I'm
it
sorry.
19.
I'm
Make
sorry.
it 19.
You are. I know what's wrong with me today. You are correct, sir. I shouldn't argue with you about numbers. That's the wrong thing. You're the wrong person to argue numbers with. You are correct. 0.5%. Yes, that's correct. And it's all about, it's what the tax break too. It can't be over 14% and you claim it's less than, because you're taxed at a higher level above 14. Or the winery is.
That's a peculiar tax just on wineries, on alcohol.
And alcohol, yeah.
And that's so they can fund rehab centers for people, for wino snobs.
I understand.
I did my 47 days of rehab. I'm done. I'm a reformed wino snob. So what else is happening?
Just living a life.
It's hot, it's hot, hot, hot.
We had baby today, so we were up early.
Oh, that's why you're nodding off. And
No, because we went out to eat and she got
I had a margarita too.
she had a margarita.
oh, the truth comes out. Was it hot today? Oh, it was. I was out playing bocce. It was kind of warm.
It's low
Yeah,
70s here. It's
Yeah. It says right now it's 75 now. But yeah, it feels warm. I play bocce from 11 to noon.
I think still over 90 in Fairfield.
Oh, there it goes. It says 60 now here. Oh. It's like, do I turn the air on, open the windows? What do I, yeah.
It doesn't matter. You'll be out.
Yeah, I think I'll be out tonight. I don't know. The shower usually wakes me up, but
So how many bottles of wine did you get, Sharon?
Well, I ended up with 5, and I'm gonna get 1 more.
But that's for your tasting, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
How much money is that? Did you spend on that?
100, and
On the 5 bottles? Total of 5?
it's gonna be 178 and take away 20 or 30. I don't remember how much it was. So less than 200.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I have spent much more than that in the past. But it's just gonna be simple.
oh, excuse me.
Not gonna
Well,
stress on it.
You spend more than that on a bottle of Rubicon.
I know.
Just think of all the knowledge you're going to give these people.
I know. And most of it probably will be wrong, but they'll never know.
Hey, they'll never know.
BS your way through it.
Yep, I can do that.
But you take good notes, Sharon.
Uh-oh. Jenny.
There's Jenny.
Well, you know what I used to do? I used to go to, hi, Jenny.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, gang. Better late than never.
Yeah.
Hey. How's your baby bump?
Baby bump is good. I don't know if you guys can see. Here's the bump.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That baby bump has gotten a whole lot bigger.
It has, slow but sure. But yeah, this will be my last Zoom for a while, guys. I have
Do you-
baby update for you.
Wait,
Uh-oh.
we're not gonna film the birth?
Oh,
No, we don't want to see that. No offense.
Oh, that
See
doesn't
the
sound fun.
product afterwards.
Yeah, it'd be a whole different program if we did that.
Yeah. So I'm actually going in. They don't want me to go past my due date. And so I'm actually going in on Sunday, May 21st in the evening to be
Okay.
induced. So baby will be born sometime in the next few days.
wow.
Wow.
Wait a minute, I
Well, if
thought
you're
you
going
were
in the eevening, be
21st.
prepared to stay up all
Our
night
birthday,
long.
Dorothy and I have that birthday. We were sure she was going to be born then.
On the
Oh.
21st, well, the
Yeah.
process will start
And
on
that-
Dorothy's
And
birthday.
that's your birthday, Bill. That's right, Bill and Dorothy.
You're
Yeah.
assuming nothing's going to happen between now and Sunday.
I'm assuming nothing's going to happen between now and Sunday. I'm very hopeful.
Yeah.
So providing all goes as planned.
You should never assume anything.
Get
I
your
know.
Get your bag packed.
Not with this. Not with what you're doing. No, don't assume anything.
Well, we're off for 3 weeks anyway, so
Yeah,
when we come back on June 13th, maybe you'll be able to.
good
Oh,
timing.
see?
Yeah.
Good
There we
timing.
go. Then I'm really glad I caught you all today.
Yeah.
Yay.
I don't
We
know.
expect to see pictures on Facebook or something though, as soon as
Yes.
possible.
Of course. You guys are on the list to send it to our tasting panel
Thank
group.
you.
once she's here. And reveal the name.
Ah,
I gotta show you one. Well, if I go too
Oh,
close.
cute.
Sorry.
You have a bow in her hair?
It's a clip.
Okay.
okay, yeah, got it.
Discount Drug Mart. I don't know if you have those out there, but the clip itself is fabric covered, as well as, of course, the bow, and it pinches less. She actually, for the most part, leaves them in, but Megan took that, or somebody took that Mother's Day here out back. So yeah, it was cute. I like that picture. So she's a sweetheart.
Yeah, we got to climb her.
Yeah, she was here today. She's
How old is she now? How many months?
she's almost 11 months.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, her birthday's at end of June.
she's
Okay.
real busy.
Busy little bee.
Yes, real busy. Oh, but I said, well, now I don't need to clean my floor because she crawled all over the place and cleaned my floor.
Soon she'll be running all over the place, and then you gotta.
Oh, I know. Probably in another month. Yeah.
You just tie some mop heads on her knees and
there you
Yeah.
go.
She did that army crawl for probably a good 6 weeks and then finally got up on her knees. So, now she's up on her knees and I'm guessing that it'll probably be another, I don't know, 4 weeks or so till she's actually walking. She pulls herself up on furniture or whatever she can find, your leg, whatever. It's just like the dog. But she walks if she's holding on to something like her toys. But otherwise she's not walking from like me to Scott yet. We were trying to do that today, but the rug kind of slid, I think, a little bit, and she was a little bit nervous about that. But bare feet, so she had grippy, but yeah. But she's cute. She wears me out.
yeah.
All that energy.
Yes. You'll find out that this is why people have their babies when they're in their 20s.
Yeah.
I was in my 30s when I had both of mine. So, but yeah, they definitely wear you out. So I'm not used to getting up early in the morning either, even though we've been doing this now since September, but it's not every day. And so on the days that we don't have her, we stay up late, sleep in or whatever, the case is, since we don't have her that often, we just 2 or 3 days a week.
That's often.
Well, yeah, but it's not every day. Like my poor mother-in-law had mine every day, but she was quite a bit younger though.
Yeah, it's hard to settle your schedule if it's just a couple days a week, then you're screwed up every day.
Yeah. So, and we have company coming in on Thursday. Yeah. So I guess that's good that we won't have our wine tasting. Oh,
We'll probably all be wine tasting though.
yeah, we'll be wine tasting, but it'll be
Wine
different.
drinking.
Different kind of wine tasting. How have the wines of Sonoma been so far?
Excellent.
Yeah, I think actually very good.
We have a Carol Shelton, a Zen.
It's funny because there's a Shelton winery in North Carolina. I couldn't tell you exactly where that's at, probably near Charlotte. But when the guy suggested this, I'm like, oh, Shelton, wow. Okay, maybe they got more family out there. California. It's a beautiful winery though in North Carolina. Beautiful building and setting.
I've done a little wine tasting in North Carolina. There's also a Douglas Vineyards out there.
No.
But their wines are on the
For what?
sweeter
Yeah.
side.
Oh,
Not
For the
what we
most
would
part, but
normally drink.
they are starting to get some of the drier wines. They probably get their grapes still from California, but we have one winery that's south of here, about an hour south of here, and they must have about, I don't know, 20 different kinds, and anything from the super sweet to the dry. So it's kind of nice that they have stuff for everybody.
The wineries in our valley here ship a ton of grape juice and grape to the East Coast. Just,
I bet.
I did not know that.
yep.
Where are the grapes from that they're shipping to the East Coast?
From close to Fairfield, just 5 miles from our house.
Is that the Suisun Valley?
Grapes are from.
There's some little wineries out there. There's like a little loop you can do.
There's some bigger ones now if you haven't been here for a while, Jenny, because Camus has moved in.
Ah, okay. It's been probably 4 or 5 years since I've been out that direction.
They're after that.
Okay.
We're trying to convert our valley, not to Napa, hopefully, but.
Oh, I loved that it was like still kind of quaint and small feeling.
Our rustic valley being
Yeah.
inundated. Good for the wineries and the growers, but it's frustrating to lose our local flavor.
Yes.
Now it seems like more and more are springing up every day.
What's wrong?
My back.
Oh, well, honey.
Drink some
Well,
wine.
David, have a great cruise. I know you will.
Thank you.
And we will see you when you get back.
I met with Peter Male. He's from Czech Republic, and he had some visitors
Move closer.
that just came from there. They're doing wine tasting with me on Sunday. They gave me a bunch of information about what to expect.
Where all will you be cruising?
The cruise starts in Budapest and then goes along the Danube by Austria, Slovakia, Austria, Germany. We swing past France, go up to Amsterdam is when we end.
Is this a river cruise
Oh,
or what
nice.
is this?
Yeah.
River cruise.
Yeah, but we start in Prague and then I'm still not totally sure. Somehow we'll be in Prague for a few days and then they somehow transport us to Budapest, and I don't know how, but I'm or it'd be a very fun cruise.
We did a very similar cruise in 2019. We started actually in Poland and did Warsaw and Krakow and made our way to Budapest and then did Budapest and the cruise up until, and we ended in Prague. But
Yeah.
we took in Slovakia, Germany, and Austria. It was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. We're doing at least one excursion a day, sometimes two.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
See,
these cities where we used to have, and maybe still do, but have manufacturing plants, the Timken Company.
Oh.
So you may see some of those.
we tour some castles and palaces and abbeys. Going wine tasting in Austria and Hungary, both, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep us updated with pictures on Facebook so we can follow along.
I guess.
Only the dinners. Only the dinners.
Only the dinners, right?
Well, the wine too.
Yeah.
The wine also, we want to know what
We're doing
bad wine he's drinking.
in Prague. We're going to a Michelin-starred restaurant and doing a 10-course dinner paired with wine.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
I hope your helpings are like this big so that you can eat 10.
Well, my feeling is you don't have to eat it all and you don't have to drink it all.
That's
No,
true.
you have to drink it all. You don't have to eat it all.
Yeah, that's when you leave the restaurant and you get mugged.
You don't have to drive any place. You're on the boat.
I'm not driving.
That's true.
That is
So,
nice, actually.
The travel agent said take the taxis, and my friends from Prague said take Uber. I'm not sure which is. I don't know.
Either or.
I'm sure Uber's fine. I'm sure all the Uber drivers speak English, so I'm sure it's not a.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm sure.
And my Prague people say that the taxi drivers tend to cheat tourists.
Of course, because they first off you're the ugly American, and then you're the rich ugly American, so they figure they can take your money and not feel bad about it.
The travel agency says to negotiate the price before you get in.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That takes time. Time is money.
Yeah, well, they gave you how far it is and how long it should be
Sure.
and how much it should be for that trip. So it shouldn't be any more than the longest that they stated.
Well, that's why Uber might be nice because you can already have your destinations pre-programmed and you know your price ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's true.
But certain parts of Prague are very walkable.
Well, but the airport's out of town.
Oh, well, yes. I suppose that would be a bit problematic.
I think I saw that the one restaurant we were going, the one with the big dinner it's like 12 blocks away from the hotel. So I don't know.
You guys are
That's
hikers.
not that- that's not that far.
Maybe walkable going there, but maybe not so walkable going back.
Yeah, but walking is pretty common in Europe, so I don't think that doesn't sound like that far to me. It's not like walking here in California where everyone's all stressed out.
That's true. And have the GPS and it just tells you where to go.
Yeah. And there's things to see while you're walking there too. Right?
That's
Right.
true.
Oh, you're going to have fun.
I hope so.
That'd be nice. I forgot where you were going, so that's kind of neat.
I'm a little bit nervous about this trip for some reason. I don't know.
I get nervous every time, and I have a different tick every time that we travel. It's weird, but I do. I'm gonna take these out.
Did you say a different tick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She travels with ticks. They're different.
But you've got the calming effect of Scott, though, right? 'Cause
Just put earplugs in.
Very good. Or turn your hearing aids off. That works too for us old guys.
When did you start wearing hearing aids?
I'm thinking maybe 12 years ago, maybe 13.
Oh, really?
But how old were you?
Well, so now I'll be 76 on my birthday.
Oh, okay.
So that gives you an idea.
Well, Bill, I've seen you for many, many years. I never noticed. So whatever ones you have, they're well hidden because I never
Yeah,
noticed.
no, pretty well hidden. And the new
Yeah.
ones need batteries. They're
I got-
rechargeable and all
I think
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I live in the house of Usher, if you're familiar with that story.
Yep.
I hear everything.
And then other times not, huh?
Without a
Yeah, well,
hearing aid.
You know, I hear everything. Sometimes I just learn to turn off what I'm listening to. You know, I hear it. I just don't. It doesn't register.
Yeah.
I can block it out, but
I finally decided I can handle closed caption occasionally since, you know, I can hear it, but I don't always translate so well. And I
Right.
don't like that because then I'm staring at the damn closed caption and missing the whole movie.
Missing the, yeah.
exactly.
I can't break that habit, but so I don't go to too many movies anymore, I guess.
And on the big screen,
That
you
does-
don't have all that other distraction around for the
Right.
most part.
And the theaters are really loud anyway, so that does help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We went to see the Tina Taylor, or
Yeah.
Tina Taylor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not Taylor.
I heard she had a sister.
No. Anyway, we went to see the musical, and I said when they were singing, I knew the words to most of the songs,
Right.
but when they were speaking, other people were speaking on stage as well as around you, and I had a hard time following some of it because there was just so much to take in.
Susan,
So do you guys I'm sure that they're all over the place, but we have these theaters here that you get your assigned seat, they roll back, they bring you food and drinks. I mean, just you get it on your phone and it's,
Are you talking about?
yeah,
And then they wake you up when the movie's
A
done.
movie theater.
it's pretty much,
Yeah.
yes, right. They have full bars and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is not good.
I wouldn't want to drink alcohol. I'd probably fall asleep. I don't want to waste that money falling asleep during a movie.
It gets very comfortable when you can get your seat back.
yeah.
you
Yeah.
roll your seat back and then,
If the movie's bad, just take a nap.
We have a friend that does that almost every time we go to a movie. So he falls asleep.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. But the one we go to doesn't have food service though, does it? It has recline and it does have a bar, but we've never bought
A
alcohol.
lot of them, you can order it on your phone.
Yeah, you order it on your phone, they bring it to your chair.
Yeah, they bring it right to your chair. And then there's other ones that like, well, there's one that has they must have a restaurant in there. We haven't been to that one. It's the ones that the movies run second time around, kind of.
I just did.
What was that?
I went to stretch my legs and moved the table.
Oh, I thought maybe you had an earthquake.
I'm sorry. We did earlier in the week. Did any of you guys feel it?
Mm-mm.
Sure that wasn't a baby?
We're all in the office and we're like, do you feel that? Like we were all moving.
Kind of moving, yeah, swaying a
Yeah.
little bit. Nope, didn't feel that one here.
No, yeah.
There were a couple of big ones up north, weren't there, in California?
Yeah.
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 So we must have.
It's fairly unusual. That's not a usual location.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
have two of them, right? 5 points, right? You know, one in the evening, one in the morning.
That's usually down in your territory as you get
Yeah.
closer to the San
Yeah.
Jose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we felt the first one. It happened while we were all still at work.
Yeah, at work, I think you feel it because you're sitting or whatever in a meeting or.
Yeah. And I have a chair like on wheels and it was kind of like my wheels were moving a little.
I'm like looking and I'm thinking, what was that? You know, I mean, because they don't happen that often around here. But it was, I don't know, it must have been probably a 3 or something like that where you guys have bigger ones out there, but.
No, we don't even acknowledge threes. So it's
Yeah.
like that. We don't even notice them. It's right. What was that? I don't know. Probably an earthquake.
That's wild.
I was sitting at a stoplight and I thought the guy behind me hit me.
Oh,
Ah, wow.
I looked back and he's not even close to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Must have been.
and what was that?
Yeah, see, the earthquakes here are deeper, right? So yours sometimes, you know, if they're closer to the surface, you feel them
Right.
a lot more. I know, like from some of the states that have a lot of fracking going on, that they have some phenomenon for earthquakes, small ones, but they're so close to the surface that, you know, everybody feels it.
Well, the last one
That
was
makes
when I was
sense.
in communications. So like 2012, 13, 14.
That
Oh,
was the last one?
Yeah.
That's the one I felt. I was at
Yeah.
work and I felt it. That's
Yeah.
where I just remember where I was sitting at the time that it happened.
Yeah.
So I just don't remember exactly the year, but. Cheers.
Well,
We didn't.
I think I'm gonna wrap. Cheers to everybody. Cheers. to you.
Cheers. Have a great
Cheers.
trip, David.
Yeah, have a great
trip.
Yes, enjoy your trip. I'm
Jenny,
excited for
I
you.
will put together eventually a movie for YouTube channel.
Okay, and other gifts you're bringing back for all of us too.
The leftovers from dinner.
Yeah.
They won't be any good by the
Pass
time
on
they
that.
get here. So
They'll be memorable.
Yeah, I bet. Take pictures of your meals, especially this 10-course
That's one of
one.
the things we hardly ever bring back souvenirs anymore. Even for us, I don't know.
Do you bring back any bottles of wine or anything?
Huh?
Do you bring back any bottles of wine?
I'm not going to. No.
You
He's gonna
can
drink.
go get a bottle of wine to have if you're on a
That's
river cruise, like on the boat one night with your dinner. If you find
Wow.
something you really
I
like.
can't hear you.
Don't worry.
Oh yeah. When we were in Valencia, Spain, there was a bottle that says best fucking wine or something like that, and I didn't buy it. I just took a picture of the label. Well, Sue says we're buying it no matter what it is. Yeah. Okay. I know we could bring back a couple of bottles duty free.
Yeah, our son brought us, when he was doing overseas studies, he brought us back some from Germany.
Let me go. I had a bottle. It was good.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so maybe I should pack some wineskins just in case.
Just in case, yeah. You
Just
never
in case.
know.
I've got some. I might as well, huh? I don't use them. I don't use them.
Yeah, they're thin. They don't take up much space. So if you don't use it, no harm done.
Yeah. I'm already 95% packed.
95%. Wow.
Roughly.
When are you leaving? Tomorrow?
Okay.
Sunday.
95% packed and you're leaving Sunday.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I was washing clothes. I took them out and I folded them. I folded my shirts. I go, what the heck? Where am I going to put all this stuff that's all folded, ready to go in the suitcase? Why don't I just put them in the suitcase? So I put them in the suitcase. Now I've got it. It's suitcase is full except for a little corner for toiletries and other stuff. But
This is what he brought back. Yeah, stay in one place, Scott. Wurzburg.
From Würzburg
oh,
It's
in
2000
Germany.
looks like 2009. It's a Riesling. Can you read it?
It's a fun bottle.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just,
Yeah,
it has this
2009.
kind of cork.
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
We tried to order it, and a friend of ours has a restaurant. And he tried to order it.
That's a Riesling.
We couldn't order it, but it was a very good bottle of wine. So I'm sure it wasn't expensive. I mean, knowing Adam, he was a poor college student, but I just thought it was neat. It's pretty.
I forget what you call this that bottle shape because Rieslings are normally in a tall flute, but that's a special bottle, and I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah. Franken.
Oh, it's from Franken?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're going wine tasting in Franken.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna
are?
bail out and go get some dinner going. So, David.
Yeah, I need to get going too.
All right.
Bye,
Good to
David.
you all, and
Perfect.
we'll see you in a few weeks. And Jenny,
We'll see you then.
Keep us posted, Jenny.
I will definitely
Yeah.
keep you guys posted.
all right.
Sounds
bye-bye.
good.
Bye, guys.
No,
Bye.
Good luck, Jenny.
Thank
good
you.
luck, Jenny.
Have fun, David.
All
And
right.
happy birthday.